Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome to Guns N' Roses Central. And Guns N' Roses played the second weekend at the Austin City Limits Festival. They played last weekend there on a Friday as well. And I just want to talk about the show. So the last show that Guns played was in Wichita, Kansas, which was a real highlight of the tour so far because they busted out Locomotive for the first time in 27 years. People were wondering, okay, they swapped out Coma with Locomotive. What are they going to do going forward? And this night they played pretty much the standard set list we've come to know. Locomotive was not played live tonight. Coma was back in the set list. And they played a pretty short set list. They only had two songs in the encore, which was Patience and Paradise City. People were saying Axl's voice wasn't sounding quite as good, especially in the second half of the show. They said Night Train especially sounded a bit weak on the show. I did try to find some videos of the show. Most of them are going up on Facebook. It's kind of a shame on YouTube. They're still getting pulled off of the actual platform. But one thing I covered earlier in the week, or even today, was that Rick, who's the super fan who's been banned from all future Guns N' Roses shows, he's been doing some interviews, and I really feel like if there's one good thing that can come out of all of his interviews, it's if he brings up the whole copyright issue and the fact that YouTube videos are getting are pulled off of the platform, because it would be a great way to put a spotlight on this while you've got all these big outlets talking about it, because Loudwire covered the story of him getting banned. There was a bunch of other, I think Pitchfork did. Pretty much every major news outlet that covers music talked about it. And it would be a really good way for management to go on the defensive, and at least have to answer why stuff is getting pulled off of YouTube. I think that would be a really good thing, but unfortunately, I don't know if that's going to happen or whether he's got more interviews lined up. There was also a recent clip that somebody posted of Eddie Trunk. Somebody called into Eddie Trunk's show. I was a caller who went to the kickoff show in Charlotte, was it last week or the week before, who said that he was a bit disappointed seeing Guns N' Roses. He said they just weren't as tight as they were sounding. There was too many bugs that night and too many things for the band to work out. And Eddie was kind of saying, there's got to be some new music coming out at some point, and he basically seems like he was insinuating that people are probably getting sick of this tour and they're going to have to start seeing some new music soon. I did talk a bit about the fact that Guns N' Roses have announced 3 shows in 2020. They actually added a 4th show now. So they're playing 4 festivals in South America. They're going to be playing Lollapalooza in Argentina, Brazil, and Chile. And then there's a separate festival that's going to be going on in Colombia that they're going to be headlining. So they've at least confirmed 4 dates. In that interview that Slash gave pretty recently, where he basically confirmed that, yeah, we're doing some dates in March, but it seems like there was nothing beyond March, at least that they haven't announced yet. So as we get more info on that, guys, we will let you guys know the latest news on that. So that does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And as always, head on over to gnrcentral.com for the latest and greatest Guns N' Roses news. Take care.